We got all of this cleaned up all the way over past the sawmill on the back here. All of this is all burned up. It's looking much better. So we got our firewood baskets and got some of the small stuff and put in here. That way we can use it for burning, because it's still decent enough to burn, and it's all seasoned and dried out and small enough to handle. And I've got the other basket already set over there out of the way. That one's full. So that we're going to use, but it's starting to narrow down in here now where there's really not a ton left. There's a few more long ones here I may have to cut in half just to get them over there, but some old red cedar pieces, some big logs over here, which I'm starting to put them up on top so they'll burn quicker, hopefully. And then we got this pine over here. Some of this is still decent enough to use for getting fires started. The centers are pretty good. That heartwood is usually pretty solid in there. I hate that I have to burn all these, because these were that's a lot of good sized pine logs. But they just sat too long before I got them, and then they've been sitting here for 6 or 8 months, and the bugs have just gotten to them in the rot. You can see none of that's really any good except for the very center. Might have a little bit of lighter wood in the middle, but so they're really not going to be any good for sawmilling. Even this one here, I cut the end off to check on it. This is not great shape here, and then all this is useless. So we're probably going to just burn 95% of this. I'll keep a couple, especially ones like this one right down here that are pretty solid for lighter wood, but the rest of these are just going to get burnt. You helping me clean up? Chopping wood. I'd say we'll have probably 3 or 4 more days of burning though, so I'll probably stoke it this evening, and then that should get us through Sunday and into Monday, and then Monday when I get off of work I'll come out and bunch it back up again. 2 or 3 more burnings, I think we'll have all of it done and have it all cleaned up, so pretty excited. In the meantime though, we got some other farm work we're going to go get started on. Well, Miss Brownie's due any day now. She is just about ready. She's milking up real good. She's been hanging out in her little hut here a lot over the last 2 days. I don't think it'll be long now. Bella is needing to come out of the pen from Red. We're fairly certain she's bred now, so we need to get her in her pen, but I actually swiped her water dish to put in with the feeder pigs when we moved them out there. So what we're going to do is go ahead and build one more of these little cornered water dishes that we use with a 5-gallon bucket and a nipple drinker. So that way we can put it in here and get her moved back into here by herself. Now I already made a video on measurements and all that good stuff, so I'm not going to go through all that again. But we're just going to build one of them corner dishes again. sure it's even. We gotta rip that one down, I think, a little bit. You good?
No, you can come out with it.
Ah, nails are. There we is. So I had these little wood blocks just to keep the bucket from sliding around. About 2 inches. This way a little. That's even. That'll let that come out perfect. I'll just put 2 back here. That'll help keep it from sliding backwards. Just come up about 2.5 inches. These 5-gallon buckets can be really expensive, but my secret is to go to a construction site where there's painters, because the painters always throw them away once they're done painting a new house, and you can get them for free. They got lids on them and everything. It comes with a washer, a rubber washer, but I'm going to throw a little bit of this butyl tape around here too. It's kind of like plumber's putty. It'll squish through that hole, seal that off. Let me borrow your pliers for a sec, Savannah, please. The red ones. Thank you. Thank you. There we go. All right. There he is. Sweet. So I don't know if you noticed or not, I got a gap underneath each side. These are a little bit short because I forgot to allow for the lid. I took my measurements off of the old one, which does not have a lid. So I needed to add about a 1/2 inch of height for each one. Doesn't really matter. It's just the only purpose is to hold this lid and bucket down, because this white pig loves to hit this with her nose and spill all of her water out. So I wish she can lay in it down here. So we're gonna go ahead and get her moved in here real quick. All right, Brownie, Brella, hey, come on back this way. Look at there, man. Don't even need to get warm water. All your hair is coming off. I can barbecue you. I'm just kidding. All right. This invitation is not for you, sir. Back up. Back up. Hey, get some grass and dump just where he can see it. I don't want. Here, Bella. Bella. Here, right here. Let me have it. I appreciate that, bud.
Here's some.
Bella, Bella, Bella. Bella.
Nope, nope, back up. Back up. Come on. Come on. All right, come on. Come on. Keep walking, girl. Just walk her down with that. All right, hand me this wire. Like that grass there, Bella? She's in hog heaven. Brownie's in there chilling. She's definitely close. Can't wait to see how many piglets she gets this time. These guys and girls are growing fast. Chickens are curious. You see, I gave them a treat. They want some too. They're all three doing wonderful. So Bailey, who's our little Hereford gilt right here, she's a little skittish of me right now because I just was over there messing with her. If you look under her belly, she's got a knot under her belly. And that's no bueno. So that little knot is it's either a hernia or it's a ruptured belly button from where the umbilical cord was attached. Anyways, it's a problem there with her stomach, and it's not going to go away. So we've researched it. I've actually never seen one like that before, and it's kind of a freak thing that happens. It can happen, but unfortunately you can't breed them when they're like that. So, I mean, you probably could, but it's hereditary, or it can be hereditary to the babies, and we don't want to put her at risk to breed her just to see. And you know, we want to sell top quality pigs, so I don't want to take a chance on selling something that come from her and it end up with the same problem, and then we're, you know, replacing piglets. And I'd rather just sell top quality to begin with. So we were talking about maybe butchering her and just putting her in the freezer. It stinks because we paid quite a bit of money for her. But so we were going to butcher her, and we started looking for another one. And the people we got her from actually reached out to us, said, hey, we actually have more. And they've never even had that problem before. So it's kind of a freak thing. So we were going to buy another one from them, and they talked about it and came back to us and wanted to just give us one because we had a problem with this one. And we're like, no, we do not. We weren't. That's why we didn't contact them to begin with, because you know it's not their fault. It's one of those freak things, and we weren't wanting something for nothing. So we told them we would trade them this one back, so they could at least have a feeder pig to feed out. And in about 5 weeks, they agreed to do that. So in about 5 weeks, they're going to trade out with us with a new little baby girl, and we'll give her back to them. So it stinks. It sets us back several months for breeding, but I appreciated the people for making it good. They didn't have to do that, and I didn't expect them to do that, but it's a big blessing because these little girls are not cheap. What's up, chickie chickies? Well, it's been a few hours. Let's go out there and check on the burn pile real quick. That's burning down pretty good. Wow. That is hot. That's already settled down quite a bit. I can go ahead and probably stoke it up some more. Add a little more to it. Good deal. It's funny, it doesn't look, you know, it's not this big blaze like you would see with branches and treetops, but even at this distance, I can't hardly stand right here. It is hot. Well, it is about lunchtime. I think I'm going to go ahead and wrap this video up and go in and eat a sandwich. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.